Hi everyone, this is Daisy here, aka Professional High Priestess, and I'm here to do a spiritual warfare, lesson here. And in this lesson, we're going to be talking about karmic generators. All right. Now, when we're talking about generators, you guys have to understand when I'm discussing karmics, I'm not just talking about the karmic that your DM or your DF is paired with, right? I'm talking about karmic individuals overall that embody low vibrational, toxic, demonic, archonic spirits that seek to intercept spiritual development and spiritual advancement. All right. That's why I'm here. That's what this video is about. That's what I mean when I'm talking about karmics. So I have my notepad out because we're gonna draw some pictures and whatnot. We're gonna get into it. Um, but I want to shout out one of my subs. I don't consider him a sub. This is my friend. Um, I was gonna say your IG name, but you know exactly who you are, my brother. Thank you so much. We were conversating for like 2 hours last night, just dropping bombs, dropping knowledge, going back and forth. And he's a very high vibrational, very enlightening individual and being. So I want to just shout you out and say thank you. We're probably gonna do like some type of collaboration very soon that you guys are gonna see. So there's that. But he kind of inspired a little bit of this because he said something to me, and I was like, oh my God, that's the exact word, right? So I was, when I talk about karmics, I talk about karmics as literally being hijacked, right, by the nefarious forces to cause chaos, confusion, etc., energy vampirism, etc. But my friend here, he said something, and necrotic anchor. That's the word that he used. And the way he was talking about it, it was in the high vibrational sense. But the way that I when I started understanding and digesting it, I was like, oh my gosh, that's what a lot of these karmic individuals are. They're anchors for toxic, low vibrational energy. Now, let me show you how this works. Let's say you have an individual right here. All right, I'm going to draw my little stick figures, Picasso over here, and they have their 7 chakras, right? And their chakras are dictated by their ancestry, right? Their behavior, their diet, and the energies that they engage in and are exposed to, right? Because one thing is one individual, some people say, okay, knowledge is one, your access to knowledge or wisdom too. That's also an impact, right? There are some people who are very high vibrational, their chakras are balanced and in point, but they don't have access to high levels of knowledge. So their chakras are either vibrating high or vibrating low based on these specific factors here. Usually it's not a lot of factors. It's these factors: their ancestry and their bloodline and the karma within their ethereal template, their behavior on planet Earth, which is their sexual behavior, their mental behavior, their actions upon others, the energies that they engage in, right? Whether in their outside environment, the TV that they consume, their diet, right? And when I say diet, also diet can also be like what you consume energetically too. So we'll use diet interchangeably. Then we also have knowledge or wisdom, the knowledge or wisdom systems that you have access to or lack thereof. Like when you're tied to religious systems that are very like incomplete in their knowledge and their understanding and their framework, it keeps your vibration at a lower stage. Right? You may be a very kind person, you may be a very nice person, but there's something incomplete there. That's why a lot of people who are religious are people who are also prone to engaging in fuckery, but that's another story. Some people say, well, spiritual people too. Yeah, of course, but they know better. They have absolute access to more knowledge and wisdom, right? A lot of the time, spiritual people, they're purposely given ideologies and things like that to keep them at a low vibrational state and keep them tethered to lower beings and entities that are hidden and weaved into those different systems. All right. Now, so they're either ascending or descending based on these factors here, right? So either high vibrational, low vibrational, these individuals. Now, the thing about karmics, they're usually in a low vibrational state. They're usually spiraling down because they engage in hate, they engage in gossip, they engage in warmongering, they engage constantly in conflict, they engage constantly in lies, they engage in black magic, And they engage in specific type of behaviors, usually that their ancestors already perpetuated, right? So because their ethereal template, which is their spiritual body, I'm gonna just put the spiritual body right here in this triangle. Since their spiritual body is already tainted by all these different aspects, and mainly because of their ancestry, it's kind of like they're at a predisposition to be descending, going down, spiraling down, right? But the problem with this is what happens is their chakras become opened. Whenever you're ascending or descending, your chakras are like, when you're a high vibrational person, your chakras are spinning and it amplifies, it changes your aura because your chakras are connected to your auric field, right? So if you're a high vibrational person, your auric field, people can feel you. They know that you're solid. They can come around your energy and they can love it, etc., right? Low vibrational people, you can also pick up on that energy in their aura as well because their chakras still make up their aura, whether it's high vibrational, low vibrational, right? So for karmic individuals, their chakras are emitting. All of our chakras are always emitting some type of frequency, some type of language. Karmics, they're emitting darker frequencies. Lay every day, can you please post your podcast in the comment section, please? So karmics are always emitting toxic negative frequencies, right, from their chakra points here. Now, let's say, for instance, I'm just an individual, la da 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 da, and I'm over here with my aura. I may not be the highest vibrational person yet, but I'm pretty solid. I come into contact with the karmic individual here. I'm gonna draw another person. And remember, this karmic is emitting all kinds of garbage and fuckery, whatnot, from their auric fields. And in their mind, they really don't understand that you are what you do, you are what you think, you are what you say. So if you're emitting toxic low vibrational energies that I talked about earlier, and if you have not cleaned up your ethereal template with all that ancestral karma and trauma, you basically are a force field for negativity. You're basically acting as an anchor, right? So let's look at this. I'm just going to draw like a chain. And we're going to just put this box here. We're going to call this the underworld. I'm being used as an anchor from energies from the underworld to travel up and work through me so that I can go ahead and lower other people's energy. I come across this karmic individual, dirty chakras, fucked off ethereal template. It's all in their energy body, fucked off behavior. Even though they delude themselves into thinking that their behavior is high vibrational, it's low vibrational. And then it lowers my energy, right? Next thing you know, I'm chained to the underworld. You see that? Unbeknownst to this karmic, they're being used by different forces. Satan, the devil, other forces, and factors from other star systems or from the lower worlds. Because you have to understand too, remember, the world that we're living in right now, let me show you something. The world that we're in right now is split into three sections, right? There's the higher planes. Then we have this middle world where you can still find access to the higher planes. And you can still find ascension in the middle world. And then there's the lower world, the underworld. But the funny thing about this, let me show you this figure, right? So here you got the karmic who's the anchor, the karmic anchor. They're attached and bound to the lower world because of their ancestry, their behavior, etc. They don't even know this. They think they're high vibration because remember the time karmics are confused and they're delusional, right? They are spreading this all out. It's emitting from their chakra points and their chakra fields, their energy points. They're going and they're intercepting with other people, bringing them down. Now they're bringing people into the underworld, right? But the funny thing is too, remember, there's three levels to this world. But in Buddhism, this is called the 32 planes of existence, right? So even as you have these three underworlds, the 32 planes of existence, how am I going to draw this? Oh, I need another page. So you have these three planes. You have the 32 planes of existence. All right. And the 32 planes, they operate within some of these planes. So you have like 1 through 17 is in the higher planes, right? Then you have like 17 through 25 It's like here in the middle world. Then you have like worlds, let me see, 25, let me see, 17 to 25. 32 to 17, 17 to 25. No, 25. Sorry, my math is fucked up. Ignore me. Ignore me. So let's say, for instance, the higher worlds, because this is high, mid, low. So let's say, for instance, these planes of existence all separate themselves into these three planes on planet Earth, right? So let's say, for instance, on this lower world, where a lot of karmics operate out of, this is like the last five worlds. And in the planes of existence, the last five worlds is the underworld, right? The funny thing is, what is happening with these karmics who are basically like these karmic anchors? So let me show you the diagram here. I know the world is a circle, so let's just look at the earth right here. All right, it's a circle, but it's separated into three different planes, okay? Now, you have the lower world, which is like the low vibrational energy, toxic, animalistic, drama, fighting, all that type of stuff, blah, 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 blah. We already know the story, right? The 32 planes of existence, if you really want to understand how these three planes operate, read into that, the 32 planes of existence. For my patrons, I'm going to go ahead and post that for us, okay? So let's dive into that, and we can dissect each part by part. Some of the times, individuals exist on just one plane, and they're able to stay there. When you incarnate, you incarnate into a certain plane, and that's supposed to be your plane for this lifetime. You have an ability to go down, or you can go up. A lot of the times too, people put themselves into either higher planes or lower planes. Sometimes people, they are constantly oscillating between the different planes too, constantly going up or down. That's like Jacob's ladder, constantly going up or down, constantly going up or down, right? Now, the thing about karmic individuals, they're trapped here in the lower world. This lower world is the underworld. Being underneath the underworld is something that they call like the place of no return, Jigoku, or the abyss. Now, what happens with these karmic individuals, right? When they're going out, they're spewing toxic garbage and mess out in the atmosphere. Some of them know this, and they know they know that they're toxic and they're low vibrational. They're trying to impact other people. Some of them, they think that they're doing something other than what they're doing, but it's still delusional. You're still a karmic anchor. You're being used by the forces of the underworld to spread bullshit and bring people into the underworld. Remember, I talked about this in one of the channelings. Right now, because of what's happening on planet Earth, the lower worlds are filled. There's a lot of people passing away with this virus in low vibrational ways. There's a lot of violence going on. There's a lot of souls that can't transition up, and they can't go back down. So the underworld is really filled right now, right? 11144 in the chat. So what happens with these karmics? They're trying to pull people into the underworld because that's where they're going anyways in the afterlife. That's where they operate out of, really. They're still alive on this planet, but their vessel is completely consumed by the underworld, by energies of the underworld, by the devil, because of what they do. So yeah, they're eating, they're sleeping, they're drinking, etc., but their vessel is filled with darkness of the underworld. That's why karmics have to constantly be doing something to keep up their appearance, keep up their beauty, keep up their health, because they're dead. They're zombies. Now, let's keep on looking at this. They come into contact with you. They manage to bring your energy down into the underworld. The underworld is already filled up. We talked about this, right? Well, what's going to end up happening is the underworld has a mechanism for basically when it gets overflowed, it has like a flush, a valve. And that flush and that valve is called the abyss, right? All right, there's way too many people in the underworld. There's a lot of bullshit going on. So look, this is what's going to end up happening. We're gonna give people more opportunities to do something that we call DNA degradation, right? We're gonna give people the opportunity to continue deactivating codons within their DNA. Because remember, the human being has 64 codons, but only up to like 42 is activated. In low vibrational karmics, it's like 30. And people that do real toxic shit, like these rituals that they do at secret societies, they rape, they pillage, they murder, whatever, they have even less DNA codons activated. That's why they can behave in karmic energies, because they've descended past a certain plane of existence. Now they're literally like living animals. Shit, animals are, because animals don't even act like that. Come on. They're basically archonic spirits, or complete host for the archonic spirits and demonic forces and entities. Now, what ends up happening is The underworld is, remember, the Anubis is the gateway to the underworld. Osiris is lord of the dead. Anubis is keeper of the underworld. So when we're talking about Anubis coming out and he's putting people in this Jikoku, this area, this is not for play. We're not just calling out these deities and these names because it's cute. Absolutely not. This got activated in 1984 if you study the Mayan calendar, 1984. It even amplified it even more with the 2012 calendar. A lot of bloodlines have already been marked completely. What is happening right now is, you guys are talking about, I don't, why is these karmics not getting their karma? Why are they allowed to do, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? Because the Most High, because it's like the real devil has been defeated, right? So they kind of have a pact with the higher planes, like, okay, we'll take all this, we'll take all the dirt, we'll keep them here. But unfortunately, there's people who are still living that are acting as forces because of the archonic spirits. Remember, they're not all on the same team. I talked about this. All the different factions of destruction, they're not all on the same team. No. Those forces, those archonic forces, they're going out on planet Earth. They're trying to bring other people to the underworld. The more people, it's like multi-level marketing. The more people they recruit, right? The more stripes they get. The more people they try to lower with their fucked up ass behavior and all the shit that they do, the more they get deeper and deeper and deeper past the lower world, past the underworld, and into the abyss so they can never reincarnate again. Because the underworld is for the dead. So if you're a living, breathing human being, why the fuck are you engaging in behavior like this? You tethered. You see what I'm talking about when I say don't get involved with their karma? You see what you want to know another reason why people do things like why there's mass archonic programs targeting people by race, gender, age, etc., geographic location? Because some of those folks are marked for the underworld. Or they're trying to pull them deeper into the underworld. You want to know another thing too? Sometimes with these folks that gang stalk, I'm going to just keep it super, super real. That's a perfect way to just bring hella people all at one time. I'm telling you now. Yeah, my guy said, yeah, basically. They emanate sickness. They emanate toxicity. And they think they're high vibrational, some of them. Others of them, they know exactly what they're doing. They like to live in that energy. We hear these songs. Trap music, they rap about it all the time, bringing people to the underworld. Yeah. You have to make a conscious decision. Are you going to be a conduit for the underworld to perpetuate toxic negative energy on planet Earth and stay in the lower planes of existence? Get trapped in the lower worlds? Where then you are basically putting yourself as a conduit for the abyss, because when your DNA goes below certain numbers of codons, that's it. Boom. Oh, perfect. That's why the Most High is letting people ramp up bullshit right now. Keep up. Remember I told you some of you guys right now, because of your energy field, wow. Wow. Because of the way that your DNA is set up, because the way your energy field is set up, it's basically when they come across you, it's like a math equation. I did this one little act to this person, but because it's your energy field, that act is amplified by 10 in their DNA, in their auric field, in their chakras, bringing them even quicker down to the gate of the abyss. Even faster. The South Node is moving into Taurus. Sorry, the South Node is going to be moving into a Scorpio in 2 years. I feel like that's when a lot of this tower moments are going to be hitting for some karmics. Because remember, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Pluto's the underworld. So Scorpio's death and rebirth, right? Death, transformation. Whew. Get your energy out of this bullshit if you're involved in it. And some of these karmics, the funny thing about it is, like, they feel like their mind can, like, remove it, escape it. No. A lot of their ancestors, the ancestral planes are in the higher worlds. A lot of these karmics, their ancestors, because they're so low vibrational, they're in the underworld. And they're calling on their ancestors and stuff like that. They're calling on the underworld. They're calling on the dead. They're calling on low vibrational forces. Some folks are, okay, well, how do you know your ancestors are in the higher plane? Because I feed them. My ancestors were good people when they were on this planet, and I come from a high vibrational legacy and lineage. That's how I know. A lot of you guys, too, do the work. Sometimes those of you, you guys come from ancestors who may not have done good things in this lifetime, then use ascended master ancestors, right? Like Malcolm X, like the Buddha. That's what you can do. Mother Teresa, different saints. That's why we're always doing DNA clearing and activations. You want to know another thing that's going to amplify this? What's already amplifying this? They're already practicing a form of necromancy. I'm going to talk about this in the divine feminine, the plot to take over. These womb transplants and these uterus transplants and things like that. Or when they freeze eggs or semen from people that I've already passed, that's necromancy. They're activating portals from the underworlds for people more of that to come onto planet Earth and lower the collective vibration. That's why, as collectively as human beings, that's why we're such in a low vibrational state. Because people keep on doing this, and then they want to talk. Oh, shut down the system. Let's all ascend. We can't ascend because your intentions are split and dual. You want to engage in low vibrational, fucked off ass behavior and activity, but then you claim that you want to see the world ascend, the world change. It's not going to happen because you are activating portals for this low vibrational energy to come and doing it to other people. For some of y'all, yes, yes. That's why I say don't be fighting back with hexes and spells. Don't go there. Don't do what they do. Banish, reverse, clear yourself. Basically another form of trying to bring someone back from the dead. Yeah. We talked about this in blood magic channeling. That's what these karmics do when they're feeding your DM blood. That's what they're doing. They're activating a straight portal from the underworld to a living being to manifest more dead beings. Your DM's karmic contacted you to fix what she's been doing. Okay. Okay. You want to know another thing too? The funny thing is these deities that work hand in hand, Ma'at and Anubis are paired together, just like Isis and Osiris are paired, just like Apep and Ra are paired, right? The goddess of justice and balance is paired with the ruler of the underworld. Does that come on? Come on. Is it not making sense, or do we need to keep on elaborating? You create injustice, you create imbalance, you act out of low vibrational energy, you tip your scales, you damage your DNA, you get put into the abyss, period. That's what's happening on planet Earth right now. That's why a lot of this energy is amplifying, but these people don't even know that. They don't. That's why they're rushing to try to also procreate and reproduce with high vibrational beings so they can keep that death going on. But then when you create a demi demon, a child that's half living, half dead, half connected to the underworld, half trapped in the middle world, most likely to descend lower into these lower planes. Period. Now you're allowing more of the underworld to come and manifest. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, if your DM has reproduced with the karmic, let that be it. It's done. It's done, period. That's why, yeah, I'm gonna talk about that on the divine feminine channeling. Yeah, that's why a lot of these karmics are, they're not, it's not about the masculine. No, it's about the feminine. Period. That's why they do fertility spells and all this other bullshit and whatnot, because they know that those children are gonna bring up the vibration. Those children are like basically mini messiahs. It's not the messiah. They're like mini messiahs that can all work together to culminate to create a power of one. That's why a lot of y'all, the funny thing is, the ancestors work in mysterious ways too. For some of y'all too, when the karmic be trying to do with these pregnancy traps, it ends up not being the DM's baby. That's what they get. Especially if there's like spell work and shit like that involved, the ancestors will step in like, nah, that was foul play. But the thing about Thoth is also associated with Anubis though. But when you go down to get judged, who is it right there? Isn't it not Anubis? And is it not Ma'at right there with the feather and the heart? Hmm. I always just try to keep it super, super, super real with folks. They feel like you're harping, and no. Because, like I said, the ancestors always give out an olive branch, right? We are that olive branch here by warning and giving information and giving people the opportunity to change their behaviors. But some people are so far gone and they want to test the theory. They like to test the theory. That's the thing about karmics. They have no boundaries. They're always taking risks because their prefrontal cortex is damaged. So their ability to use holistic thinking, use their intuition, understand right and wrong, it's damaged. They operate out of the reptilian and the mammalian brain. They're driven by impulse, and they're driven by emotions. That's why they're always creating fucking towers. This explains repeat offenses. Nine of Wands. It's not a game right now. You know how they say in the Bible the wages of sin is death? Yeah, it really is the second death, the real death. Past the lake of fire. Shit, the lake of fire is the second death. Excuse me. The abyss, that's the third death. Period. You're done. That's the energy that's on planet Earth right now. So if a lot of these karmics talking about twin flame and things like that, if they're not talking about this level of information and how to get yourself on this level, that's why we do shadow work. Then they're playing games. And they're not ready to take you to the next level of existence. That's the problem. Karmics think everything is a game because they think that they have time. Time is an illusion. They think they're going to get a pass. No. They think, well, I'll just pray. I remember they have delusional rapport, right? With the divine. I'll just pray. No, I know my God loves me. What God would ordain you putting black magic on somebody? What God would ordain you trapping somebody with using spell work on people? What God would ordain you being toxic, shooting at somebody, taking away someone's ability to have consent over their sexual energy? What God would ordain that? And I'm going to tell you right now, the quickest way into that abyss is through the sexual energy, using spell work. Any type of sorcery, magician energy. The word is magician. The sex is magician. Spell work, of course, is magician energy. That's the quickest pathway. Keep playing. Yes. Yes, Chelsea Chase. Yes. But Chelsea, you know what? I want to just like, because they watch this chat and I don't want to give them that key because some of those can also be used for ill will, That's why, like, we'll go to Patreon. Don't worry. We'll get this stuff ready. We'll get this going. What I'm going to start doing is posting declarations. If you watch any of I'm going to start posting this inside my information box and on my page. If you watch this channel and you use any information that you get for this channel for ill will, you automatically are marked. If you come to this channel and you get any of this information and you use it to help other people, you will be blessed 10 times over. Just by watching this channel, any information that you get from here and you use it for ill will, it will turn on you, period. I've said it and so it is. And those of you who come for me for sessions know that I'm a magician with my mouth. I say things and the shit happens. But that's the trick of the material world though, Yamaya. They think just because they're getting money or sorry, Nakia, that they get money or recognition or they're getting away with it for a certain amount of time, that's it. No. Remember, they're building it up in their DNA, right? It's building up. They're continuing descending, 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 descending. Soon they're not even an anchor for the underworld. They just completely descend into it. Period. And that's when people start to scatter away from them. They can't even infect other people. Love you all too. Period. Disclaimer. Exactly. I have a disclaimer on all my classes that I do, on my school, all of that. You come and you get this knowledge and information and you play with it, you're gonna be cursed with it. Period. And this is the reason why certain information was not ever given to karmics, because they could not abide by the oath, because they're weak morally and they have low vibrational ethics. If your DM is connected to a karmic that's in this vibration and he's still enacting in this, I would honestly say this is what you should do. You should just not get your energy involved. I'm just going to keep it hella real. Because you just end up in a spiral with them. Just keep on ascending, keep on doing your work, keep on healing. If they're meant to be with you on your journey, they'll follow suit. If not, of course, you're going to get somebody new. That's basic science. But what happens, you guys know about like math, right? Let's look at the number scale. We all start at 0. All right, Divine Feminine, you're 1, you're 2, you're 3, you're 4, you're 5. Karmics are negative, -3, -4, -5. Let's look into basic fucking math. Basic math. Divine Feminine, let's say you're over here. You're on number 5. You're going higher, higher, higher. You start dealing with your DM that's lower, you get pegged down to a 4. Your DM's dealing with the karmic, he goes lower, you get pegged down to the 3. He's still dealing with the karmic, he gets pegged down to -3. You come down to number 2. You see what I'm saying? A positive plus a negative gets more negative. A negative plus a positive gets more positive. They take your charge, you take their charge. No, we're not doing that no more. And especially if they're still dealing with the karmic, they're still going to keep on descending. We're not doing that. You get closer away from 0 point, the Fool card. Basic fucking math. I'm going to turn these into actually, oh wow, you know what I'm going to do? Because some of this is also kind of like a part of the spiritual warfare class. I'm going to turn these into like infographics. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Let's look. Let's look. I mean, what is the tarot going to tell us that we didn't really talk about already? But I know you guys love when I pull out these damn cards. That's why, like for some of y'all, you guys have always kind of been like abused. You know how to stand up for yourself. You're not a pushover. But unfortunately, people are always like testing you, trying you, things like that. Remember what I talked about? Because your energy field is set up to amplify. You see what I'm saying? Amplify. A lot of y'all are divine feminines. Think about this. Whatever you touch, doesn't it multiply? When you get around people, you give them good vibes, right? So why wouldn't it be the same thing for karmic people? When they play with you, it amplifies. That's why they don't go play with other karmics, because they already know what they're gonna get. They're gonna get the taste of their own medicine. That's why they bother divine people. Duh. And because they know that you're peaceful and you're not about fucking drama, that's why they always come after you with drama and chaos. But unbeknownst to them, you're the perfect one to bring them that motherfucking abyss. How about that? Keep playing with your DNA, playing with mine. I really wonder. Now, what messages do our ancestors have about this? Let's get into the astrology. Let's get into the astrology first. This was in the podcast too. I need to listen to your podcast. Do you want to do a joint one? It's basic logic. Yeah. I mean, it really is simple. The funny thing is, like I said in the book of Thoth, the first fucking chapter to a book of high science, keep your heart light. If you engage in toxic, dark energy, you cannot gain access to the halls of the mentee. It's super simple. That's one of the highest form of knowledge on the planet. Doesn't matter if you're Hindu. Doesn't matter if you practice Buddhism. Doesn't matter if you're practice whatever indigenous system. All of the indigenous systems say the same exact thing. Darkness begets more darkness. Negativity begets more negativity. Stop. Where do you want to go? Because chasing two rabbits, you ain't gonna catch either one. Never stop clearing your energy. No, keep it going. Dear bright and loving ancestors, what do we need to know regarding this karmic anchors? What do we need to know regarding karmic anchors, please? What messages do you have for us? Messages regarding karmic anchors? What is the astrology going to... I wonder what the star is going to tell us. What messages do you have regarding karmic anchors? Let me keep this going. And right now, the South Node in Sagittarius, a lot of people are getting deeper and deeper into misguided by ideologies, persuaded by false religious leaders and teachers. Then when that South Node goes into Scorpio, you know, Scorpio's death and transformation, it's also the occult. Then getting deeper and deeper, playing with black magic and other type of sorcery and shit like that. So it's going to be a very, very interesting next couple of years, y'all. But then the funny thing is, after the South Node is in Scorpio, it moves into Libra. So get ready for that. If you pay attention to the transits, you can predict the next 30, 40 years. That's what the Sibyls had. That's why they were able to predict the outcome of wars years and years before time. Because they knew astrology. They knew the stars. They knew that when certain planets were moving in certain places, oh, it's over. They knew math. I mean, really, super simple. Like I said, a lot of you guys been hurt, harmed, disrespected, degraded all your life, things like that. You know, I'm just going to let you know right now, keep on transforming and transmuting that energy. Please keep on doing that. Don't let them change you or make you crazy. The karmics that are fucking gang stalking me, I'm just going to share my experience. People call it narcissistic, bitch, fuck you. I'm going to share my experience with y'all just to inspire y'all. They stalk me every day. They hack my phone. They got pictures of my naked body all around. They've done told all kinds of lies about me. They've done all kinds of shit. They got cars in front of my house, following me, all kinds of shit. And I'm still here, chilling with y'all. Not pissed off about it. Not angry. Not nothing. Because I just transmute that energy every single day. Transmute the energy. Teased and bullied mercilessly. I got scars on my back from when I was beaten and all kinds of shit as a child. I transmute that energy and I'm still happy. And people just can't fucking stand it. So I must be lying. Because how can you be that happy? They know. They watch my channel. They know exactly what I'm talking about right now. Because all of them watch and stalk. Transmute that energy. Pray. Ask the Most High. Keep your faith that karma's going to come. Keep your faith that this is just a process of cleaning out. Cleaning out for new earth to come online. Understand your power and your DNA. You amplify shit. You amplify shit. Check your Jupiter sign too. Know who you are. Clean out your energy field. Magnify your energy field. Let them keep playing and getting burnt. Because trust me, all the 100 to 200 people gang stalking, spying every day, ain't not a single bitch that come to my door. Ain't not a single tower have I had. I'm happy. I'm fine. They're crying. They're depressed. They're going to prison. Dear bright and loving ancestors, what messages do you have? I keep on getting this Taurus energy. I'm telling you that North Node in Taurus is going to do something. And that South Node, look at Pluto at the bottom of the deck. Look. Exactly where you are, right? I'm I'm reading y'all comments. Y'all are some beautiful people. Right. It's a spiritual war. You don't have to be good at math to know it's a spiritual war. We learned that in like fifth, third, fourth, fifth grade. I'm horrible at math at times. There's a good book called Mathematics for the Non-Mathematician. So get that. Dear bright and living ancestors, I'll put it on my Patreon actually. Messages regarding karmic anchors, please. What do we need to know? Messages regarding karmic anchors. Keep hope alive, man. Hope costs nothing. They can never disgrace you or anything like that as long as you're happy and you have faith. Change your plans. Scorpio, what did I tell you? I'm telling you that South Node in Scorpio is gonna be something else. Gonna be something else. It's gonna be opening a portal. Remember, Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Ninth house right here. I'm putting this out here. What philosophy are you following and that you're living by right now? Are you really ready for that work in the underworld? I don't think you are. Because when you're there, you're gonna know that you're there. You're there. That's the funny part. You guys read Dante's Inferno, right? They were giving you a description about all the different levels in the underworld. Okay. The funny thing about Dante's Inferno, the lower and lower you get, the less and less people it is, the more intense it is, though. Clarify Pluto. Clarify Pluto, Most High, please. For this karmic anchors, please. What do we need to know about this Pluto energy, this plutonic energy? Transformation, it has to happen. Three of Swords. Whew. Heartbreak and betrayal. Whew. Heartbreak. They're going to be sad to find out. Heart chakra too. This is giving me heart chakra energy. This can also be telling me that these people that they permanently damaged their heart chakra. And you know, the heart is the center of real magic and manifestation. You play with that, it's done for you. That's why you got to keep your heart lighter than a feather. Ma'at energy right here. Ma'at energy right here. What do we need to know? A truce has been called. It's over. The moon, secrets, things are still being worked out in the background. But look it, you got the Six of Wands and the devil. The devil has already been defeated. You guys have to understand this. The real devil has already been defeated. The only people running around causing problems are the conduits feeding the underworld. They know what it is. That's why they have to use human beings and reproduction and shit like that. Witchcraft and all that type of stuff. The real devil has been defeated. It's the remnants that are making their way out. But the funny thing is, you want to know how funny the Most High is? They have built-in mechanisms for the trash to remove itself. It's the deactivation of the DNA, going lower and lower and lower. Deactivating more and more and more codons. Making yourself more susceptible to illness, to stress, to suicide ideation, to getting taken off this planet in the blink of an eye. Period. Clarify Scorpio. Clarify Scorpio, please. Kept on telling you, I kept on seeing Taurus, now you see Scorpio. Yeah. Clarify Scorpio. With the death card. I'm telling you. It's funny that Scorpio, the death card clarifies scorpionic energy here. I'm telling you. These karmic anchors, some of them are even going to be experiencing this, not to be being morbid or putting that out there. Remember, we just talked about the wages of sin is death, but this is like permanently in the underworld. The funny thing is, Pluto and Scorpio, those are both associated with Anubis energy as well as Osiris energy. There's like courts. You guys know that, right? Things are not just happening just to happen. Yes, the powers that be are trying to rip open portals and control things with technology. and play with necromancy and control the reproduction and lower our vibration with food and trauma and chaos and things like that. This is why they're bringing on 5G and this fucking virus vaccination to try to lower us more and more and more into the underworld so they can eat and feed. Little do they know though, it's going to be their stock, their offspring that's going to fall into there. That's why they're trying to get off the planet. It don't work like that. No, that's why they're trying to freeze themselves so they can wake up later after the destruction. It ain't gonna work like that. You want all the hate. I use it. I don't know. Me personally, I can't. I can't deal with drama. I can't deal with fuckery. I can't deal with messy ass like karmics and shit like that. It irritates me. It irritates me. And I got segment on my head. Like I will go to war with somebody. Like that's why I just gotta breathe, let it go. And that's why they be trying me. Because they want me to go to jail. Because I will beat the fucking brakes off of somebody playing with me. But I'm still a nice person. Still a Libra. Wow, Winia, that's amazing. Sophia, yeah, this lady's older. She's wishing ill on you. Her heart is done for. It's a black hole. It's a pit in her hole. It's a black hole in her heart. Right. People try to kill you with jealousy. Return that shit to sender. Block it the fuck out. Mirror meditation, that shit. Oh, you're an Aries rising, so I cannot. Exactly. Don't play with no fucking Aries. Aries, especially in the first house, like that's real Aries energy. Prime energy. Stop playing with me. Clarify the death card. What's the death card, please, for the ancestors? What's this? Regarding these karmic anchors in the underworld, in the abyss. Y'all should know what it is. The Five of Cups. Wow, more scorpionic energy. Nine of Swords. But so what I'm seeing is as we lead up into this mass removal or mass anchoring of karmics into the underworld, because what's going to end up happening, okay, this is what they're telling me with the moon card here. What's going to end up happening as this continues to go on with the fuckery and the bullshit and the madness and whatnot, and they think that they're having a victory because they're playing with the devil, these karmics are going to get lower, deeper and deeper and deeper into the Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups. I just talked about this. Nine of Swords, Five of Cups. This is a horrible combo. And depression. What this is letting them know is that you thought that you can chase two rabbits and catch either one. Two of Swords. You thought you can play both sides. You can't play both sides. No, absolutely not. So you're either going to be a ratchet ass karmic, playing games, playing with black magic, trying to intercept other people's energy, doing all kinds of weird shit, lying, cheating, being the energy vampire thing that I just posted, or you're going to be a divine being. Six of Wands. You got to pick one. That's what's happening here. The ancestors are saying that's what's going to end up happening. They're going to have to choose a side. A lot of them are not going to have that option. Nine of Swords. They're going to be perpetually trapped in this energy. Death card, Nine of Swords, Five of Cups. This is horrible. Something could happen this Scorpio season. Oh shit, Scorpio season's right around the corner. It could be happening then. Wow, Pluto is about to go direct in October. Man, I'm not manifesting anything, but we'll see what happens. Pick a team, exactly. Pick a fucking team. Should I know people who run in the underworld? I don't run with them. They still love me because I'm a goddess. What can we do for you? Nothing, baby. It's all good. I let the Most High handle it. Because they're just waiting and ready. We don't need no parts. It's all good. Yes, sigils. And don't be telling all the secrets, Chelsea. Katrina, you're going to be okay. Before the end of 2020, there's going to be a major tower. Katrina, you're going through it. Clear your energy field, my dear. And if you need some support, contact me, all right? Send me an email. Clarify the 9th house, please. What's the 9th house? 9th house of the house of philosophy and wisdom. Look at the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy. The funny thing is, ninth house is ruled by Sag. Sag is ruled by what? Jupiter. Destiny. Karmic cycles. Look at the Justice card right there, too. The Justice card right there, too. There's going to be a serious balancing of the false ideologies that are running people. We were talking about that earlier in the WAP video, that the wet ass pussy, all the karmic females, all the karmic masculines, all them that are spreading misguided and imbalanced ideologies, all the karmics that are in other people's business, all the karmics that are creating karma, all of them. I'm not talking about just the ones that your demons messing with. I'm talking about the government karmics. I'm talking about the shadow government karmics. I'm talking about the karmics that are working in the different factions of technology, science, religion, and capitalism. There's going to be a balancing out of the ideology that they're living by and they're operating by. Serious karma. Look at Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Time for balance. Time for justice. Libra energy here too. Oh, and didn't we talk about that Libra North Node, South Node going to be coming on too? So more of those children of balance are going to be coming online. More of that past life balance energy too. Oh, it's about to go down. People just better be ready for these next 4 or 5 years. Is going to be a mess. Cardi getting a divorce, I heard. I knew that was going to come soon. Clarify justice in the Wheel of Fortune. Should never bought that damn house. Yeah, with the Five of Wands. These karmics won't be able to stand it. What's the Wheel of Fortune? Knight of Pentacles. It's coming slowly but surely. It's coming. World card. End of karmic cycles. It's coming. Surely, but slowly for these karmics. Some quick, some slow. But I'm going to tell you right now, this energy that they're playing in, they're going to end up getting themselves into the abyss. Period. The Knight of Pentacles is also a warning to slow down and stop. That's another thing too, because with this Wheel of Fortune, they're building up their destiny. The Five of Wands is conflict and chaos and competition. You want to be in that energy? You got fives here, 5 and 5. You want to be in that energy, playing games, drama, toxicity, and mess? Well, be ready to deal with the justice. That's the core thing about Tarot. It has all the archetypes of human behavior, right? So the funny thing is, there in one deck, yeah, there's the Five of Wands, there's the Devil, there's the Seven of Swords, but there's also the Justice card, there's also the Tower too. So be ready for that as well. You all, this was, let me just get an Isis Oracle card real quick. Real quick. Remember, this is the long game. This is a long game. Breathe. Regulate your nervous system. I tell myself that every single day. Dear bright and well-living ancestors, what messages do you have for the collective regarding this energy? Divine destiny. Wow. Wow. Need we say more? Divine destiny. It says the divine warrior is within you, helping you to continue with the worthy path, even during times of difficulty. When faced with a challenge, a true warrior will summon more of him or herself to the cause. It might be bringing more wisdom, focus, or intelligence, or surrendering into the divine. The warrior within has great inner resourcefulness and determination. This is the spiritual war, though. This is the spiritual war. People don't get that. They really think that this is just like, when with the twin flames, divine masculine, divine feminine, it's not all about romance and being cute. It's because we've been endowed with certain energies and powers to defeat darkness. That's the mission. Not so you can lay up with your DM. I mean, that's cute. And you got a permanent fuck buddy that you had a mission with. That's awesome too. And then you're blessed with abundance and happiness and whatnot. Yeah, that's cute. That's cool as well. But what's the mission too, at the end of the day? How are you helping to uplift humanity? How are you helping to defeat the underworld? How are you getting people out of the underworld? That's the bodhisattva hell. Because some people are trapped there right now because of karmics, and they need help getting pulled out. Okay? Right, late every day. Yes, exactly. We are at war spiritually. That's why I'm like, I'm really telling you. I'm telling you right now. Just be really ready. Just keep your eyes open. Keep your mind open. You're gonna see society completely shift and do a 360. You see what happened with this virus, right? How it's gonna change a lot of things. A lot more is gonna change. There are things and conversations and shit like that happening that we have no idea about. As we speak, they're already doing womb transplants and bringing children out of uteruses that are from dead people. As we speak, they're already cultivating superhumans. As we speak, there's something that they call the space race. All these different technologies for space that they're investing in. As we speak, they're already leaving planet Earth. What do you think they're doing? Let's get real. Let's get serious. And I'm just gonna keep it hella real. This is why they attack my page and shit like that, because I'm giving people the real deal. Sorry. They're being used by the archonic spirits to try to get the message to stop. It's not gonna fucking stop. Back the fuck up. Pyramid of light, psychic protection. It says, look, abundance is in many forms is increasing in flow to you. Continue your good work of building channels through which abundance can be delivered. Freely share your talents, love, wisdom, and self, and enjoy the abundance responsibly flowing to you in many forms over and over again. A lot of y'all are coming into abundance too because you've done right spiritually. You've made good decisions spiritually. You've helped other people. You've kept your heart pure despite all the madness and chaos that's going on around you. You're going to be blessed. Wow. I love it. All right, y'all. So that's what I have for you today. I'm just going to go ahead and read out your comments because I love them. Right. Forced hysterectomies, selling the shit. No. Doing egg. Demon semen. 1 DM can offset 10 karmics. 12,064 readers. Wow. Thank you, Para. Exactly. Chelsea Chase. Elon Musk got more shit than y'all realize going on. Hi, Cross Crown. I'm happy to help you. Your karmic father and stepmother are kicking it up. Yep. Because that's what I'm telling you. They're looking for more spirits for the underworld. They're looking for more energy, raw power. Fuck that. To power up their rituals and shit like that. What are you gonna be a conduit for? Period. Don't be doing dark, negative, toxic shit in the background, then come on prostrating in front of other people. Hell nah, I don't work like that. That's why you end up getting exposed and having a major fucking tower. That puts you in the Nine of Swords, Five of Cups, Death card permanently. That's what a lot of this is saying. Ninth house energy. What philosophy are you living by? I'm happy you're here, Susie. Thank you for being our Saturn's Glaive. Thank you, Winia. All right, everyone. Have a good night. All right. Bye.